San Antonio, city of over 1 million people, and thousands more you'll never hear from, buried literally under our feet.
Either I let them drive back or I'll bring them back on the golf cart.
Ray Boutwell's job is to rent storage space to the living, but the company has some more permanent, eternal storage in back.
This is a cemetery. This is the old Perrin family cemetery.
Just off one of the city's busiest streets, aptly named Perrin Beidel, beyond the rows of metal garage doors, 9 graves mark this property's earliest settlers: Alphonse Perrin, his wife, and family. For Boutwell, it's not creepy, it's a commodity.
So that's a selling point. I think a lot of times when they rent a unit, it's on account of this.
It's this kind of cemetery I'm looking for. You know, that's not on the map.
Janie Joyce is a genealogist. Her task is to catalog those who sleep the eternal sleep. Joyce digs up the dirt on Bexar County's oldest cemeteries, and not the traditional ones you think of. Hers is a passion for family plots, oftentimes not discovered until urban sprawl uncovers San Antonio's past.
Most people lived on farms or on ranches or in little communities. They didn't live in San Antonio. And when members of their family died, they dug a hole in ground they owned and they buried them there.
One of the oldest hidden cemeteries shares space with a manufacturing plant on the south side. John Cook bought the property in 1970, and though he never knew the heritages or their descendants, he tends to the graves anyway.
A graveyard is hallowed ground, and we have no interest in abusing it, so to speak, and I think it doesn't hurt us to keep it up.
Neighbors long ago told Cook this plot also holds the remains of infants who died in the 19th and 20th centuries. But in the last 36 years, Cook says there's been only one visitor.
When's the last time you visited your great-great-grandfather's gravesite? The sad truth is, with each passing generation, memories fade. Vandals become more frequent visitors. So historians are trying to preserve these monuments to San Antonio's past before they disappear too.
Check out this unusual grave marker. For motorists, it's just a median to maneuver around. For the Heidemann and Finke families, it's a burial plot, and one that's disappearing slowly. In 1985, there were 6 graves identified here. Now, only 2 can be found under an old oak tree, smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood.
There are cemeteries tucked away all over Bexar County that are just, you don't see them when you drive down a road. You've never heard of them. They're not listed in the phone book. They don't have any records. And sometimes no one really knows what their history is. Born January 22nd, 1822.
So Joyce makes note of the names and dates since Texas didn't start requiring birth and death records until 1903. She says these early headstones may add a branch or two to someone's family tree, like in this small cemetery enclosed in wrought iron behind an apartment complex. These headstones bear testimony to the Lorenz family history. Though the tombstones are hard to find, the nearby street is not. Historians say the road bearing the family's name may be a tribute that lasts longer than etched granite and marble.